What up my fellow film buffs, what up? Welcome back to the Mr. P movie review. If you've just tuned into this channel, welcome. I'd appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, hit that alarm bell, because I'll be coming at you with regular related film content. And this film we're going to be talking about Hobbs Shaw, the newest Fast and Furious spin-off directed by David Leitch, who directed Atomic Blonde and who also directed Deadpool 2. And in this film it stars Jason Statham, Dwayne Johnson and Idris Elba. In this film we see our two characters to reluctantly team up together to take on a cyber genetically engineered villain called Brixton. Yes, that's right, Brixton, but I'll get onto that in a minute. Played by Idris Elba, who wants to obtain a virus called Snowflake and wipe out humanity. And then let the world be overrun by cyber genetically engineered people. On paper, this film should have been a mess. Like the producers, like Vin Diesel should have said, really? Get the hell out of there. Throw that crap away. But let me tell you something now, folks. After seeing this film, I'll tell you that this film is a thoroughly entertaining watch from start to finish. This film knows what it aims and set out to do. It is set out to entertain, it is for you to check your brain at the door, and it's for you to enjoy. And this film harks back to some of the early 90s films, like Con Air, where it had a simple plot. You kind of forgot about the plot, but what made the film really, really great was the characters and the action and the direction. What I love most about this film, the performances. Jason Statham and Dwayne Johnson are incredible together. They make a phenomenal combination. And if you recall, their two characters were meant to hate one another. In Fast and Furious 7, you see them beating the living daylights out of one another in the building. In Fast and Furious 8, there was more banter, more comedic time between the two of them, and you got to see Jason Statham showcase his comedic ability and his likability. And in this film, he gets to expand on it even more. Ever since I saw him in Spy, I thought, wow, this guy's got the chops. He's got some really, really good comedic timing. And the two work very, very well together. The banter between these two just works brilliantly. And it is just great. And what I love most about this is the fact that both characters have their moment to shine, be it action sequence, be it one-liners, be it comedic delivery. There are some really, really good comedic moments in this film.
Mama, where's all our guns?
I get rid of them.
Very noble, Mrs. Hobbs. We are in serious trouble.
He doesn't understand.
Great one-liners and some surprise cameo appearances, which I will not spoil. I'll not reveal who, but let's just say they were a pleasant surprise for me. David Leitch is an incredible director. He directed Atomic Blonde, which has some great fight choreography, and he's actually, again, utilized that stunt coordinator and fight choreography to great effect in this film. Because there are some very, very good fight sequences. And the action sequences in this film are handled brilliantly. The fight choreography, the car chases, they all work beautifully together. And there are some great visual effects in this film. And again, Dwayne Johnson has showcased himself to be a very, very good actor. As an actor and as a brand, he knows the type of films that he wants to make. Now, let's talk about what I didn't like about this film. The plot, forgettable. The plot is as preposterous as anything you could possibly imagine. But if it didn't have the two leads, the two charismatic performances of Jason Statham, Dwayne Johnson, if it didn't have Idris Elba, and if it didn't have great direction, then this film would have just fallen by the wayside and would have just been a disappointment. But it works. The villain, Idris Elba. Idris Elba is a great actor. But as a villain, I mean, he starred in a lot of films that aren't that great, and that's not because of him, but he's a very, very talented actor. But in this film, as Brixton, I found him to be a little bit camp and a little bit over the top in certain areas. First of all, his name, Brixton. Could you not have thought of a less stereotypical name for a black man than Brixton? Not every black person that you know is named after their neighborhood. Have you ever met a black person called Peckham? A black person called Clapham or Lewisham or Hackney? Why not give him a sensible name? And the fact that he was a genetically engineered villain, I had a bit of a problem with that. I would have preferred it if he was Deckard Shaw's character, a tough special forces operative who knows every trick in the book and made a formidable foe for Hobbs Shaw. That would have been more realistic, and that would have kept the film more reality-based. But it just didn't work. And some of the lines were just a little bit over the top for my liking. There's one line where he said, "Look at me, I'm Black Superman." And then there's one moment where what I thought was a lot like this.
You didn't say that. Tell me you did not just say that.
And his costume was just ridiculous. Give him a sensible outfit. Give him a suit and tie. Let him dress up like Deckard Shaw. Let him have a long overall coat. And then give him a sensible name. Like Patrick. Like Joe. Or give him a sensible name that is not stereotypical. Like Luther. Yeah, have him dress up in a suit and jacket. Call him Luther. Shit, wait a minute. Have they done it before? Yeah, they have done it before. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Damn. But on the whole, Hobbs & Shaw does what it's meant to do. Great soundtrack, great visual style, great acting. Forget about the plot. This film is a hark back to those old school 90s blockbusters. I love this film from start to finish. Jason Statham, Dwayne Johnson, formidable combination. And again, if they do another Hobbs & Shaw film, I can't wait to see it. I'll give this film a very, very strong 8 out of 10. Great watch. And easily one of the most entertaining films of the summer that I've seen thus far. So, there you have it. There's my review. Like I said, subscribe to this channel and I'll be uploading a thank you video. Because after 2 years of hard work and slogging, I've finally hit over 100 subscribers. So I'll be doing a special video to thank you all for your support, and the best is yet to come.